I'm sure if you know anything about hockey history, you've probably heard the NHL being called by a rather derogatory term, the Norris House League. Ever wonder why the NHL was given that nickname for so many years? Well, get a load of this mess, and this actually happened in the Chicago-Detroit series this year. And our source for this is no less than Jack Barry, the fine Detroit Free Press hockey writer. Now, Jack writes that to accommodate an old family friend, the Red Wings owner Bruce Norris moved against the wishes of his coach and general manager and the interests of his own team. He's a millionaire boss of the Red Wings. You know that Bruce is the brother of former Chicago owner Jim Norris, who passed away a few years ago. The Blackhawks president, Arthur Wirtz, who used to be Jim Norris's partner, he requested that the Red Wings game against Detroit be switched from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday. The switch was made to satisfy Chicago TV station, which televises Blackhawk road games. The station already had scheduled a telecast for Saturday afternoon of the Chicago Cubs and the Montreal Expos. That was for 2 p.m., which is right about the time that the hockey game was supposed to take place. So moving the game to a late evening would put a heavy burden on both hockey teams, but Wirtz, of course, figured his Hawks, a little stronger than the Red Wings, would be able to handle it. So the fourth game of the series was scheduled for 1 p.m. Sunday, meaning a short switch between games. It also meant, unfortunately for Detroit area fans, that if they didn't have tickets to the game or tickets to a closed circuit broadcast, they wouldn't be able to see the hockey game at all. CKLW TV Channel 9 in Windsor had scheduled the telecast of the Boston-New York quarterfinal game. But that game now had to be blacked out and wouldn't even be able to be shown until 11 p.m. because the Chicago-Detroit game was on, and under the NHL rules, if there's a game in Detroit, the Windsor stations are blacked out. So Red Wing fans, thanks to the whim of their owner, won't even be able to see a live hockey game on Saturday night. The Chicago-Detroit game would be shown on closed-circuit TV at, of all places, the Masonic Temple in Detroit and at the Toledo Sports Arena in Toledo, Ohio. The tickets were $5 each in Toledo, and there were about 4,600 reserved seats at the Masonic Temple and about 7,400 general admission tickets in Toledo. Now, the Sunday game was to be televised nationally, and when it was selected as the network game by CBS. Now, the Red Wing manager, Coach Sid Abel, decided to play the Saturday game in the afternoon as well when CBS made that decision. But now Bruce Norris has thrown a monkey wrench into that plan. And of course, the losers in this are Detroit hockey fans who, thanks to some ungodly allegiance to his chief rival in Chicago, they're being blacked out. That's why they called the NHL the Norris House League. What a mess that was.